Oh my God. Doing stupid shit with my Jeep, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Alan here, and we're starting off the vlog today in the Jeep because if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, I just recently hit 320,000 miles in the Jeep. Check that out right there. 320,000 miles on the Jeep. And she's still running strong, guys. I'm also going to talk about some of the things I love about this Jeep and some of the things I hate about it over my 9 years of ownership. Alright, so I want to go ahead and get into the things I love and the things I hate about this Jeep. Once again, I want to apologize for any of the noise that you may hear. I'm running the air conditioning. So that's pretty much the first thing I want to talk about, actually, is the number one thing I hate about this Jeep is the air conditioning. Simply because it doesn't work. It is on maximum setting now because settings 1 through 3 don't work anymore. I don't know what happened. Just a few years ago they stopped working, so I put it on 3 and it just completely cuts off. 2, 1 is the same thing. It only works on maximum setting, which sucks. Another thing with air conditioning is it doesn't get very cold. I mean, it's comfortable enough now, but my Camaro gets so much colder than this. And I'm gonna avoid the puddle this time because I'm talking. My Camaro gets so much colder than this. And also the heat is just absolutely abysmal. You're not going to be warm driving this Jeep in the winter. I've managed to survive. I mean, if you wear a coat, and sometimes you got to wear gloves and a hat while you're driving because it just gets so cold, the heat just doesn't do it. One thing I love about this Jeep is the fact that it reached 320,000 miles. Can you believe that? Cars don't usually reach that type of mileage. It's very rare. Only if you take really good care of them, which I did to this Jeep. And if you know me, I don't baby this Jeep. You know, if you saw my last video, you know I don't baby this Jeep. The other thing I love about it is how spacious it is and how comfortable it is to drive. Now, it's not the softest suspension. It's not the best suspension. In fact, my suspension is shot, pretty much. You go over bumps, you feel every bump. But there's something about it. It's just the fact that it's a Jeep makes it okay, in my mind. You know, I'm here driving it now, one-handed, and it's just so easy to drive. It's comfortable to drive. It's comfortable on long road trips. I took this thing to DC, took it to beach and stuff. So I've driven this thing. It's been driven hard. Yeah, that's why I like that. It's durable. It lasts long. Obviously, 320,000 miles is nothing to laugh at. You know. Another thing I hate about the Jeep, it's slow. I never knew how slow until I've driven my Camaro, other people's vehicles, been in other people's vehicles, and just saw how quickly they are to accelerate. Well, you can floor it and not really feel anything. It doesn't really push you back at all. There's one thing I love about the Jeep, and this can be applied to any kind of vehicle, like a Jeep or like an SUV or a truck, is that you can take it off-road. You can put it through tough terrain and drive through horrible weather and be absolutely fine. Now, granted, you have to be careful still. Just because you're in a Jeep doesn't mean you can drive 70 miles an hour through a thunderstorm. That's not going to happen, you know. But I certainly feel a lot better in this in bad weather than my Camaro. You know, driving my Camaro, definitely fun, but it feels a lot more dangerous. And because it's a quicker vehicle, it's lower to the ground. You know, it's easier to get out of control because it has more power. The Jeep, for instance, is so low on power that it's hard to lose control in the rain. Because I have hydroplaned plenty of times in this Jeep and have not really lost control. I only lost control one time while hydroplaning, and it wasn't even that bad. I was in Randleman, this was back when I lived there, and I was turning left out of a shopping center, and as I was straightening my wheels, my back end kept sliding, you know, to the right. And you know, I got off the throttle, corrected it, and it was no problem. And I actually laughed afterwards. It was kind of like drifting by accident. It was pretty funny. Other times I run straight through puddles, and I don't go sideways at all because the vehicle is going to go where the front wheels are pointed. Another thing about this Jeep is when you do drive it in bad weather, be ready for the back tires to slide. Now, you may be surprised to hear that because it's a Jeep. It's a low-powered vehicle. You know, it's not going to lose control, right? Well, when the tires get cold and wet on this Jeep in particular, it's very easy for them to lose traction. Another thing I don't like about the Jeep is how absolutely filthy the engine bay is. And if I have any footage of it, I'll put it in right here. So here I'm at my undisclosed filming location, and I just want to show you guys what I mean by a dirty engine bay. So on the top, I guess it's not so bad. It's just some dirt in places. It just doesn't look very clean. Very dirty. I mean, I drove it through the water, so it's got some mud spots in here too. But if you look down further, I don't know if you can see that, but that's just all grease and oil that is leaking from somewhere. I'm not sure where. If you look around my intake manifold, that kind of sludge is all around here. It's just pretty disgusting. I mean, it's easy to work on, that's a plus, but it's very dirty engine bay. Very dirty engine bay. One thing I love about this Jeep, and I guess I'll end it here, is it's so easy to work on. This Jeep has very minimal electronics, and therefore it doesn't have a big fuse box or anything like that. It's very simple to work on. It's so easy to just get under there, change the oil, bleed the brakes, change the air filter. You do whatever you need to do to it because everything is so easy to reach. It's all right there, and you know, you couldn't ask for something better. You know, this Jeep was from the year 2000, and things were a lot simpler to work on back then. You don't really have to contort and reach into this, do that, and you know, none of that crazy shit. It's a pleasure to work on. So I think that's it for all the things I love and hate about this Jeep. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, and take care.